Okay, watch me live practically as I invest 1 million naira. I almost said dollars. We are coming to that very soon. In penny stocks today using CitiTrader and a combination of other tools. All right, so this is very practical because if you're following me, it's not theory. It's not theory. I want you to be practical oriented. I want you to just copy what I'm doing until you are able to start doing it for yourself. And I will also show you over time how to do it for yourself. But like they say in Nigeria, follow who no road. Just follow, do it even when you don't understand it. And then until it becomes making sense to you. And by the time it starts making sense to you, you're already tens of millions, hundreds of millions of naira and even dollar richer. So today I'm investing 1 million in penny stocks. So like some of you already know, I have a strategy. I have 3 or 4 stockbrokers, but 2 of them are most active. And I use one for premium shares, and I use the other, which is this one I'm showing you today, for penny stocks. I want to see how both strategies perform over time. So here's my CitiTrader account. All right, so before this time, I've already funded it with the 1 million. So this is what I would do. First of all, I would like to see the market view because the market is live right now, and you can see on top of this place, if you have internet connection and you have this blue check, this green check, it shows that the market is live. There are also other things I have done before this time, because before you invest, you want to do your research. I use a couple of tools to help me narrow down the stocks I want to do further personal researches on. So I use investing.com. It's about $10 a month, $10 a month or so to invest. So I've already created this watch list. You can see I have BUS Cement, Charms, Consolidated, Hallmark, Custodian, and QTix. And I have all kinds of data and analysis that show me which of them are undervalued, what the fair value target should be, and what the fair value upside would be. This is like where this stock is likely to move in another 12 months. So you can see, for instance, BUS Cement is 83.70 right now, and then they are expecting a 33.5 upside that at some point within the next 6 to 12 months is going to go from 83 naira to 111. So when I have all these watch lists, I can now do further research to do that. So today I also have my watch list here. So if you look at my watch list on CitiTrader, so these are some equities, some stocks I am currently watching. As a matter of fact, I need to add one more. So you see how to add your stock to a watch list. I want to add Custodian. I've been eyeing Custodian, and for me, I'm redefining penny stock to any stock that is below 50 naira. At some point, penny stocks to me will have to be those ones below 100, because we have stocks that are doing thousands like Seplat. We have stocks that are doing lots of hundreds, almost 1,000 like Presco. So I have added Custodian. So I've added it there. So I'm watching it. It keeps monitoring the prices and what's going on in the market. The other thing I do is to look at my penny stock portfolio, because that gives me some idea about how to balance my portfolio for maximum. So my portfolio already has ICO, Charms, Conhol, and I usually want to first of all bring all of them to 1,000, then from 1,000 to 500,000, then from 500,000 to 1 million, then from 1 million I'm wanting to make it 5 million shares. From 5 million I want to make it 10 million shares. So today I can see that Consolidated holdings is still less than 1 million. So I'm going to make it at least 1 million. So what I do is 1 million minus 989,600 would be, that would be 10,400. So, and then I go straight here to buy orders, and I can actually buy straight from the portfolio. So what I will do is right click on Consolidated Hallmark, and I will say buy. Now, before I buy, I want to see what the live market data looks like, because like I advise you, never buy at market price. You can buy and make profit immediately if you can buy below the market price, but a lot of people just go and say just buy. So they buy at whatever market price is there. So how do I determine the best price to enter? Because the price at which you enter a stock means a lot. If both of us buy one stock and you buy at 3 naira and I buy at 2 naira 99 kobo, the difference over the years might be up to 10 million naira difference over the years that you're losing because you bought 3. You will still make money, but I'm gaining that 10 million naira because I bought at 2.99. So it matters how much you buy. Even if it is 1 naira difference or 10 kobo difference, it means a lot over time. So never buy higher than you can. So that's when I come to the Infoware. This is a very useful tool for my daily trade. It's a very useful tool because it shows me the live market data. And of course, if you're trading the NGX, Nigerian stock market, you can't but have an account with Infoware. So now I'll come to here, and then I look at custodian, and this is custodian. So I want to narrow the market down to this company. I want to see what is being bidded, what the sellers are asking for. So you can see today that the bidding that people are asking, the sellers are asking for 22, and then someone is bidding for 21.70. That is very interesting. And then you can see that there are more bids than what is on offer. So that shows me something. There are more bids than what is on offer. So the highest bid here is 21.70. So I have a dilemma. I could bid much lower than this 21.70 and leave it to the end of the day to see what happens. But at the same time, that's what I did yesterday and I never got. So it looks like there's a very strong upside in terms of movement. And then you see the technical indicator is actually saying strong buy here. So I can take a risk and bid lower, or I can bid a little higher and then hope to buy today. Now, so the way it works is if I bid 22 naira immediately, I'm going to feel it because there's a seller asking for 22, but I don't want to buy at that price. So what I can do, this guy is bidding 21.70. What I can do is bid 21.75. So I come to this and then oh, wait a minute, I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at custodian. Actually, since custodian is open now, why don't we just go and do custodian first of all, since that's the one we just saw on Infoware. So let me say custodian. Now the highest bid here is 21.70. Let's do 21.75. Okay, never buy more expensive if you can buy cheaper. So I do 21.75 here. See how I put in my limit price. So first of all, the order type is limit. I don't usually do market. I don't usually do market at all. So I always do limit. And then you can tell the time in force. So you can say I want it immediate, or I want to feel it or kill it, or I want it for just one day. Okay, so I want it for today. Now let's say let me do 40,000. Let me do 40,000. Let me bid for 40,000 at that price. And then to bid for it, I will do, you'll see what will happen. I'll go back to Infoware. In fact, just look at it right now. There's no 21.75. As soon as I bid, I'm bid for 40,000 because it's live market data. You're going to see it right there. Are you finding this enjoyable? Is this helpful to you? Okay, so now I will bid 40,000 and submit. It appears automatically on my buy list. Now, let's see what happens here. Do you see that my 40,000, this is live market data. So whether you're bidding from Australia, from the US, from the UK, this is fantastic. That's why you need to have Infoware. You can't trade without Infoware. So see my bid, 40,000 for 21.75. It showed automatically, like almost immediately I placed the bid. So let's see whether we're going to fill it. Now, while we are waiting to do that, let's fill the consolidated Hallmark. So I want to buy consolidated Hallmark. But to buy, I also want to come back here to check what's going on with consolidated Hallmark. That's it. All right, so you can see that the technical indicator is neutral, but that's a good time for me actually to buy. And I see that someone is asking for, the sellers are asking for 302, and then someone is bidding for 290. So what I'm going to do, I will join that 290 bid. I will join the 290 bid. Okay, so that my dollar cost averaging will come low. So this is 290. Let me see how many I can get at 290 with what I already have, because remember, I've already, the first bid I placed has already taken up about 890,000 of my 1 million. So what I'm going to do right now is see how many I can get of consolidated. So this is 30,000. Let's see if that will go. 30,000. Actually, it will tell me. Let me just do this so that you can see how it works. If I do something more than what is available, if I say 100,000 and submit, it tells me that I have insufficient balance. So I have minus 5,000 balance. All right, so let's do 80,000 in quantity. Are you enjoying this? I will even show you how to enjoy this more, because who says that trading must be hard life? So so here, I have roasted ube. It's called African pear. So I have it right here. Trading can be fun. Growing your wealth can be fun. It doesn't have to be that hard. And this is raw cocoa in coconut milk. So I make the coconut milk and then use raw dried cocoa with there's cinnamon here, and then there is ginger. Who says that building wealth must be boring? Who says that when you are trading stocks it must be boring? God is good. God is good. Okay, so now I reduce it to 80,000. When I submit, it now goes, and you can see that my buy order comes in here. So far my order has not been fulfilled because nobody has accepted. Custodian has not accepted my bid at 21.75. So let me see what's also going on there, because I can come here and let me see if I have any more money left. Okay, I still have like 53k of the 1 million. So I can come to, I see that it has not been filled. I can give it the whole day and wait. But sometimes if the stock is a very, very strong buy, it might not be filled, and then the next day it might also go higher. So sometimes I change a little bit. I up my bid a little bit. So if I go back to custodian, let me see what's going on. All right, so my bid is still there, and then the seller is still asking for 22. So tell me what to do. Should I just do the 22 and go mind my business for the day, or should I leave it and hope that somehow it's going to? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead. Okay, you know what? Let's leave it. Let's leave it. I'll come back and check it in another hour. And if it hasn't been filled, I will just give the guy the $22. So you see how decisions are made when you are trading. On the other hand, there's danger. This person has 198,000, almost 199,000 units to sell at 22. Somebody else might come and buy the 22, and then the next ask becomes 22.40, so it goes up. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to give that 22 and close the sales. So I come back here, and then I say replace. That's why I like the CitiTrader. There are some other stockbrokers, you have to cancel the order to place a new one, but I just like this replace function. So I come back to the replace, and then all I do is, okay, so I bump this up to 22. You know what? Let me try something. Let's try again. Let's do 21.95. Even if it's 5 kobo, it's something. Let's do 20. Okay, let me actually do 21.90. This can be fun. So I'll replace it and see whether this person, so you see my 21.90 has gone up. So I want to see whether this guy will be tempted to sell at 21.90. So I'll give it a few minutes. If this guy doesn't want to sell at 22.90 because he lacks money too much, I'll give it to him. But then I plan to buy at other times that it might be lower, so that I can do dollar cost averaging. Perhaps if I come back in another couple of days, custodian might be 20. I'm not going to regret and say, oh, I bought it at 22. No, what I do, I buy at that 20. At the end of it, it averages out nicely. And when the same stock in another 2 years or 3 years does 500 naira, I'm a rich person. That's the way it works. It's a game. It's a long-term game, and it's also a game of patience. Okay, are you enjoying this? So I'm watching, I'm waiting, and you see the same thing custodian, the same thing with Conhor. There's a stalemate with Conhor. There's a stalemate with Conhor. There's a stalemate. Someone has bidded 3 naira. So someone has outbidded my 290. But this person is asking for 302. And then after him, another person is 303. So I have to make a decision. So tell me what you think in the comment section. I'll come back and read it. This cocoa is very good. Raw cocoa, no sugar, nothing. It's right, it's very good. Okay. Let's see what is now going on with custodian. Nothing has been filled yet. Nothing has been filled yet. You know what? Let's give custodian that 22. Let's just give them. So I'll click replace, and then I'll do 22. Now I want you to observe what's going to happen immediately. Replace. Do you see what happened immediately? It changed to green. It's been filled. So it's been filled, and if you go back to portfolio and refresh, it will tell you custodian. It shows you I just bought 40, and so it bumps up to 83. I think it was 43 before. So you see how I filled it because the order. Now if you go to the custodian, see what has happened. My bid has disappeared because it has been filled. So you see my bid has disappeared because it has been filled, and then it goes back to this person who is ready to wait for 2170. Eventually this person might get it at that, but in the market, as much as possible, you manage your emotions, and then don't worry about fear of missing out, because you have your investment strategy, which is for the long term. All right, so I'm going to close out on this so I don't keep you waiting until Con Hall is filled. So I'm going to leave it at this for the day. No need hurrying. I believe I can get the 80,000 at 2 naira 90. Then if I don't, we try another day tomorrow and bid again and again. So that, ladies and gentlemen, that's the way it works. Start building your assets. Start building assets that will make money while you sleep, because you can't continue with active income into your 60s. At some point you should start putting down systems like this. This is a long-term thing. It is a long-term thing. So today I have to do a lot of delayed gratification. So instead of shawarma, I eat African pear. Instead of shawarma is probably 8,000, 10,000 naira. This one 500 naira. I eat it. Maybe in another 3, 4, 5 years, this investment I made here can buy me shawarma. This investment I just clicked here in another 5 years can buy me that Rolls Royce that I've been desiring to have. You never know. And that's why I say keep showing up, because you never know what's coming your way next. And I'll see you in the next video.